but I want an AI learning companion by the end of the week. And there was kind of like a kind of dropped jaw moment of like, oh, okay, cool. So that's what we're doing then. And I, it's an opportunity to be ambitious, in these kind of things. And I really admire that you guys kind of went, all right then, well that's what we're doing. So let's pick up the gauntlet and brush ourselves off and let's crack on with it. The principle here was about saying, well, is there a way of not removing the tutor-led element from that, because that's still going to be absolutely critical in terms of getting people ready for the oral exam at the end, but is there a way of kind of doing a bit of a hybrid in the middle here, where we can take our e-learning resources and provide our candidates and the cadets, as you say, we don't want any cadets to be left behind, and that's the tragedy. Unfortunately, many of them are. And we can actually, what can we do to kind of enliven, if you want to use that word with regard to AI, our resources, so that these cadets, they have a kind of personalized learning companion who is there to answer their questions at whatever time of day or night, who is there to guide them through this process, and at the end of the day, then get them to success, and then that's the rest of it is is the whole point of why we're doing this. When you kind of get everybody together and right, we're going to really focus on doing this one thing, and we're going to get it done in this limited time frame, and that was, I think, probably what we kind of did. Right, we sprinted from a standing start to getting something done, and I thought that the balance of using having our meeting, and then the rest of the time made up of effectively interacting with the AI assistant, who was then kind of programmed by you to get certain information off me, to effectively interview me, on certain things, was a very efficient way of gathering the information you needed, rather than having another hour on a call, because what you needed from me was kind of extracted from me in a very easy way, but by the AI, and then the output focus sessions were more kind of then human again, and we basically looped that, didn't we, for the 5 days. Like I said a little bit earlier on, the ability for the client to be able to kind of choose between, do we want to go down the big picture route and develop a strategy that you can use to take something to market, and have that bigger picture, which is undoubtedly valuable, but I wanted to have, and it was great that I kind of had the choice of then saying, well, actually, no, I want to see what an MVP looks like. I want to see how can we actually make this thing exist, but also I think the fact that you guys weren't interested in sort of setting me up in capturing me kind of way. It wasn't like, right, so Abby's written this thing which won't work unless you continue paying Abby £1,000 a week, and all that stuff. I think I was pretty astounded that something existed quite so quickly. We literally went from kind of Good Ideas Club and the Gauntlet, like I mentioned, to kind of what about this, in a matter of a day, and then obviously that then iterated over the remaining days until we had a launched integrated AI learning companion in the space of 5 days, trained on our learning materials, and that will continue to be iterated as you go along. But I think it was absolutely brilliant, and all it took was like 10 hours of engagement, and boom, we have a product.
At Inloop.Studio, we champion the human-AI collaboration to get you unstuck from crucial problems.
We're really excited that people and companies are getting stuff done in a week in Inloop.Studio. But what drives us, what gets us up every morning, is improving and fostering that relationship, getting the balance right between humans and AI, so it's responsible and trusted outcomes in a week.